Hi guys. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a tutorial on how you can make a herbal bath tea for your children. This is what I use for my children anyway because they're pretty active. One's in high school, one's in kindergarten, big age gap. But the one in high school, she plays soccer, she does dance and all kinds of activities, and the younger one, she's also in dance and some gymnastics and other activities. So what I do after they have these kinds of activities where they're in locker rooms or gyms and they're exposed to a lot of germs, I make a natural bath soak and I just have them soak in it. It's just only once a week or so, but I mean, if you're an active person as well, you could probably use the same products because it is universal. They can be used on kids, it's natural, and it's safe. You can use it on adults as well. So anyway, so let's start off. The first thing you need is a cotton muslin bag, and it's just basically, I think it's 4 inches by 6 inches. It has a drawstring to close it, but there are also some other tea bags that you can get that are made of a paper type fabric, and they're one-time use. These are reusable, so that's why I got these. Once you're finished with them, you can throw out the product and wash it. So what I put in here is, the first ingredient is honeysuckle flower. All of my products I got from Mountain Rose Herbs. They're organic or natural depending on their supply, but they're always all natural and they're not irradiated. So that's why I like to shop with Mountain Rose Herbs, and I'll put their link in the bottom, in the comment section, in the bottom bar. So honeysuckle, it is known to have a antiseptic, to inhibit bacterial infections such as staph and pneumococcus and streptococcus. So that's why I use that. It just has been known to have an inhibitory effect on those kinds of things. So I use a teaspoon of about everything that I have here. It's kind of hard to get a teaspoon right now on camera, but this is what the product looks like. It's like little sticks. So I'll just grab an approximation of a teaspoon, something like that, and I just put it into the bag. Probably a little bit more than that actually for this one. The next one is plant and leaf powder. And plant and leaf powder is also an antibacterial type product. It's known to soothe rashes and to promote healing of sores and bruises. So that's why I use that. And basically I just grab a teaspoon of that and I throw it in my bag. The next product is white oat bark. And white oat bark has been known to have an inhibitory effect on bacteria as well as viruses. Some people use it as a mouth gargle for staph. But it does promote, it does have inhibitory effects on both bacteria and... So what I'm doing is basically putting a teaspoon of all 3 of those products inside of the muslin bag. And then a teaspoon of, well no, actually more than that. I use at least 2 tablespoons of sea salt. The sea salt is a big, huge bag, so it's kind of hard to lift, but it's just basically Dead Sea salt is what I use. Before I had the Dead Sea salt, I was using Himalayan salt or whatever salt I had. It's other than table salt, but any kind of cosmetic body salt is what I would use. But now I have my Dead Sea salt again. That's what I've been using. So I put 2 tablespoons of that into my bag. Once your bag is full, you draw the string close. You fill the tub up with hot, lukewarm water, depending on the preference of your child. And you plop it in and it sits there. The reason you are putting it into a muslin bag is because if you put these things directly into your tub, when you go to drain your tub, you're basically going to have a lot of clogging in the drain. So that's the reason to put it in the muslin bag. And it keeps it from being all icky, especially if your kids are kind of queasy about things floating in the tub and that kind of stuff. It's just nicer and cleaner. Now if you want to put a scent to it, if you're doing it for yourself, or your kids like a particular scent, you can use something like lavender petals for a nice calming lavender soak, or you can use rose petals if you like the rose scent. You can use some kind of lemon leaf, maybe a lemon verbena, or lemongrass for a lemony type scent. So you can scent it with whatever you want, but basically the ingredients that I put in are for their anti-bacterial or antiviral properties. And the plantain was primarily because it's soothing to the skin. It's been known to be soothing for rashes, for things like poison ivy and things like that. And it also, the plantain leaf also promotes healing of sores and bruises. So this is basically my concoction that I use, and I put on my kids for a herbal bath soak, because they're so active and they come into contact with a lot of germs. They're in their soccer locker room, they're playing on the soccer field, they're in the gym, they are at school, they're at the lockers, they're at dance class and all of that stuff. So anyway, it's kind of my anti-germ concoction. So feel free to give it a try and let me know what you think. One thing I always would like you to do before you try any particular ingredients out are to go online, check out the MSDS sheets on them, check out if there are any properties that you might be allergic to and maybe you shouldn't be using first, or you might maybe ask your doctor first before using certain things. So that's also a precaution for you to take. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful to you. Rate or subscribe, comment if you like the video and what you see, and thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day, guys. Bye.